do it.
Shut up and sit down.
Why am I laughing at this? I don't even know these guys. Ooh, welcome to Chick Chat Comedy Podcast. My name is Patty Rossborough, and I'm one of the fantastic and beautiful hosts.
You are. You definitely are.
Of Chick Chat Comedy Podcast. And here is my fabulous co-hostess, the queen of Long Island and of all of Greece. Carrie Karavis is on the show today.
How are you, everybody? How are
And
you?
then we have two fabulous guests. Who shall I start with?
The older one.
The older who looks really good for his age.
What his name you remember? Let's start with that one.
I worked with him and don't remember working with him, which is a bad sign.
Well, he's new. He started, 10 years ago, John?
About 10 and a half years ago.
And he's very funny. I looked up your, whatever your thing is,
YouTube.
your YouTube. You're hysterical. I love
John
your
Ziegler, everybody.
stuff on Chinese restaurants where every time you go to a Chinese restaurant, there's always a kid doing homework. That is the funniest observation because every fucking time I go in, there's a table with the kids doing
the homework. But then keep the joke going, John.
Yeah, what's the joke after that, John?
And then if you go back to the same one year after year, one day you walk in there and that kid is just behind the counter. You're like, what the hell were you studying all those years? Like, what was in their recipes?
I love it. All right. And another hilarious guy who came in at the last minute. He's doing us a big, huge favor.
Because Tim Crumpier, that jerk,
That son of a bitch
blew us off today because he had to babysit.
canceled at the last minute. He was afraid of his wife. Let's be honest.
Let's be honest.
That's fair.
It's fair?
I think that's
Get
fair.
out.
Afraid of women? That makes sense.
Who are you? Who
We're-
is he?
Jared Sandler.
Yes.
Any relation?
Yeah. Adam's my uncle.
That's
Does
a
that
great
bother
relation.
you that people say that, or you're
Do
like,
you say that
that's
on
good?
stage?
No, I don't say it on stage. It doesn't bother me. Like, if it comes up, I'm not, like...
It wouldn't bother me either, Jared.
That's
to be
great.
honest with
Yeah, it's not like the... it's not like the first thing I go out and tell everybody.
No,
if
but the
someone
name
Yeah.
Sandler, you know, it's hard. It's not a common name, is it?
If you're in comedy, you know what the problem is?
Yeah.
There's another guy who has your name, and he's like a radio guy, and I kept trying to
know
find
that
your
guy.
goddamn Twitter. And
So...
who is that guy?
Great story about that guy.
Okay.
I went to USC in Los Angeles for college.
Okay.
I joined a fraternity.
What good did that do? You're a comic.
Nothing.
All right, go.
You joined a
No good.
fraternity? Oh.
So I'm like joining this fraternity. They go, "Your name's Jared Sandler." I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Jared Sandler just graduated from this fraternity." That guy, same name, was just 4 years older than me in the same college in the
That's
same
so
frat.
weird.
Wow.
And now he's all over Twitter. And here's the weird
So
part.
you're alumni.
Yeah.
And you're whatever you call
Sometimes
brothers.
people send me some of his interviews, going, "Hey, good job."
I
And I'm
know,
like,
you know
yeah.
why? Because he kind of looks like Adam Sandler. That's the weird part. He looks more like him than you do.
That's
But,
funny.
and here's another thing.
Go
At
ahead.
least he's successful. Like if he was a loser, you know what I mean? At least he's successful, and they're like, "Hey, congratulations on your whatever
Yeah.
success." You don't want to be following a.
I mean, it's kind of nice he's more successful than me because he brings me up.
Exactly.
That's right.
Yeah.
People think you're him. We'll get back to you in 1 minute, John, but I just have one more thing to say
But
to you.
you rather talk to the famous.
No,
guy.
no. Because my daughter...
My uncle's Dave Silverstein. It's not that impressive.
Oh,
What does Dave Silverstein do?
I'd like to meet Dave.
Accounting, I think. I don't know.
Counting? Jewish by any chance? Oh, okay, here's the last thing. Not
Sure.
the last thing, but one of many. My daughter went up for a job, and it was down to you and her, and I guess you got it because she didn't. It was called, God
It's
damn
good
it,
that
now I'm
you
not
don't
going to
know,
remember.
Patty.
Jeannie put you up for it. What's that thing?
By
It was
the
a
way, I
web,
got you a water.
webisode. What was it
Oh,
called?
Swear jar.
Yeah,
it was
Swear Jar.
A Snapchat thing.
Yeah, did you get it?
I don't know yet.
Oh, they haven't decided. So
so
maybe
maybe
my
you
daughter
could've
is still
said
in the
that.
running.
Maybe you know something I don't. I have no idea.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that. I just know that my daughter and you and maybe a couple other people were up for it, so I thought maybe you got it.
That's great.
Because
Who knows?
my daughter hasn't heard, and neither of you. So maybe somebody else got it, or you two are still in the running.
I guess so. I have no idea.
You don't know my daughter who's a comic?
What's your daughter's name?
Molly Kornfeld.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Not yet.
Not yet. What the fuck does that mean?
He'll get-
yet.
Wait a minute. That
What are
sounds...
you talking about? She's adorable.
She's-
This is the kind of guy you wanted to marry.
Yeah, that's
you
true. He's
jerk.
successful, but he has a girlfriend. And I won't say her name because I know you like to keep things private.
No.
A begins with an A.
an A.
Allison.
No.
All right, forget it.
No, I.
You don't date her anymore?
You meet so many people in the
Wait,
stand-up
what the hell does that
community.
mean?
I'm saying like meeting your daughter. Like,
Oh, no, we're talking about your
We're
girlfriend.
talking about your girlfriend.
Oh, my
He's trying to get us
girlfriend.
off the question.
yeah, no, I'm seeing somebody right now.
You
not
should be. You're 30. If you don't see someone
He's
now,
not 30. He's 20-something.
25.
you're 25.
See
So-
what happens when John jumps out of the conversation? I'm like getting pounded.
Why
John
did you
saying
tell
there.
me, didn't you tell me you were 30 last week?
No,
No.
I'm 25.
Okay.
He just told us today he's 25.
So when you're 25, you should be dating everybody.
He's not. He's got one girl. He's got one girl for
He's
a while.
a nice guy. This is a nice guy.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Am I don't know. I talk about this on stage. I don't know what the hell I'm
I
doing
think
with
you're
it.
a nice guy.
Thank you.
You're not like
You do
Adam.
seem-
Adam is a bad guy. Yeah.
Adam, his uncle.
No, Adam, you. No, his uncle's a good guy. His
Oh,
uncle's got a great wife and
He
a
does.
kids and
He
a marriage.
does.
He's a family man.
You're talking
He's
about
not a
Adam Hineker,
sleaze.
who just sleeps around.
Yes. He's newly.
I understand that.
He's
totally
newly
understand
single.
that.
He said. All right. And now let's turn our shift the gears over.
Yes,
to
let's look over to the
Mr.
other
Ziegler,
side of the
another guy
table.
who's never dated.
That is not true. You are a straight man, but you don't have a girlfriend. Is that correct?
Yeah, I don't. It's like Fight Club. I don't talk about that stuff.
Yeah, he doesn't date. Now wait. So, but you're taking care of your mom, which is another nice guy.
Oh, you take care of your mother?
Well,
What's
we're
wrong with
try-
her?
She has like Alzheimer's.
Oh,
Not like
Like-
Alzheimer's. She has Alzheimer's.
oh, that's
It's
nice
like
of
she
you.
doesn't remember anything. We don't know if it's Alzheimer's. But yeah, well, I don't know if I'm nice. What are you supposed to do? People say that all the time. Like, you're such a good son. I go, well, what am I supposed to fucking
No,
do?
'cause
Like,
there's a
leave
lot of
her like
jerks.
a dog? Like, I
You
got to
put
take
her
care
in
of her.
the-
No,
in
but a lot of
Alzheimer's
people
home.
decide they're not going to do it. They don't want to do it. Do you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I got
Where-
4
where-
other brothers and sisters.
Okay, where are they?
Um,
Busy.
yeah, get pretty busy.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying.
My sister's really good. I have a brother who lives close. My other brothers live far away, so they do whatever they could.
Let them send the cash over. for
You
them.
know what's good about when your parents don't remember shit? Like my mother is kind of senile now. We get along so well now. We used to fight all the time, and now she forgot. You
That
know
she
why she
hated you?
hates me? Yeah, she
Yeah.
hated me and thought I was a loser and I didn't have health insurance.
Wow.
And we used to fight all the time. And now all she says is, "I love you, I love you."
Well,
Right.
my sister tells me that when I'm not there. My mother thinks like we're dating.
Who, you and your
Me
mother?
and my mom. So when I leave,
Yeah.
yeah, my mother thinks I'm like stepping out with other girls. She tells my sister, she's like, I don't know where he goes in the afternoon. I think he's got like a side piece.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
She'll never say it to me though.
No, but you know,
That is-
my father used to call my mother Mom. He thought my mother was his mother.
Oh my God, that's so weird how it all
she
mixes
said-
up.
Right, and then
Wow.
I would say, "Who am I?" And he's like, "Who are you?" And he'd laugh, and he didn't know. He never knew.
And I never knew.
Nobody still knows.
And my mother's like the jealous type. I never knew this about. I'm seeing like she's kind of like possessive, and I'm like, holy shit, I never knew this about you.
That's funny.
Like you're suffocating me, Mom. Back off. I'm just going out with the boys.
But now, if you go out at night, you can just leave her at home. She doesn't like walk out in the middle of the road. or
No, she
anything?
doesn't do that. It's like it's like an electric fence around her community. There really is. She walks up to the curb, and she won't go further than that. Like I've trained her
Oh,
that she can go up to like the street. I'm like,
What do you got?
"Look."
The collar?
That's what. Yeah, that's what it's what I got.
Zapsa?
She gets and she looks and she won't cross. I don't know how I got her to do it.
Yeah, it's a collar. It's a shock. You go to step, it gives you an electric shock, and you're like, "Fucking, I ain't going to pass this."
A collar, a bracelet, whatever.
Anything.
Yeah.
My sister used the leash on her kids. She'd have them on a leash.
I did too.
You did the leash? It's so
That's-
cold-hearted when I
Ugh.
see the mothers with the kids on the leash.
Okay, well then, go to the mall with two rotten kids. I had them both on leashes, and one time I heard this girl go, "No," I was like crazed because the kids were annoying the shit out of me, and I hear this girl go, "Get your kid off the leash," and I dropped the leashes.
Oh my God.
And I go walking up to her.
Oh,
she must have
no.
been like 15 or 16. Those annoying teenage years.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they
And
know
I go, "Who are
everything.
you talking to? How about I put you on a leash?" I go, "Tell me what to do with my kids, because when my kid disappears, are you gonna be there to help me find him? You stupid MF." I'm not gonna curse because there's kids here.
We just got an aid like 2 weeks.
Oh, you did?
Like 2 weeks ago, we have an aid.
That's
but-
expensive, though,
So
right?
this is what happens yesterday. This is the craziest thing that's
Go
ever
ahead.
happened to me. I'm at my mother's.
Yes.
Ever?
Yeah, it might be the craziest thing ever. So I'm doing like bills sitting at her table, and my mother's babbling and stuff like that. And the guy who lives above her, who's like 80, is cleaning his revolver and it discharges.
You're shitting me.
No, the bullet comes through my mother's ceiling.
Why does he have a fucking gun?
And it takes a chunk out of her desk. She's like an old antique desk. So I'm just sitting there and I hear I hear the gun and I'm like, what the fuck? And then I see like wood like shoot off the desk.
Are you shitting me?
No, and my mother's like,
Okay, now he has to have no gun.
Wow.
Well,
Did you call the police and say that
I felt bad because
You have to. Call
How
the
did you
Call the
know it
police.
was him?
well, I knew it came from above my mother because the hole in the ceiling.
Right, but
So
do
I
you
just
know
went-
the guy?
Yeah, I know he is. Very nice man, and he's pretty sharp actually. There's nothing wrong with him.
Okay,
so.
but he blew a fucking
Yeah,
hole
so
in the floor.
I knock on the door and he answers. His name's John. I'm like, hey John, I'm like, did you like shoot a gun off in here? And he's like, yeah, it went off. He's like, how'd you know? And I'm like, 'cause the bullet's in my fucking mother's desk in the living
You
room.
killed
Like,
my mother.
Yeah, he could have.
so-
I mean, seriously.
it's a pretty crazy story, all right?
Wait, what
So
did
what
he
happened?
say?
He's like, do we have to call the cops?
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, and now I'm in a cover up. I'm like, I think I have to call the cops. So we did. We filed a report. The police came out. So this is what happened. They can't find the shell. There's no casing. They
In
can't-
your apartment.
in my mother's apartment. They can't find the casing. So they're like, well, we're going to have to make this like a crime scene. They're like forensics. I'm like, forensics?
I love
Like, what's going
forensics.
on in
I
here?
love
Like,
those shows.
Yeah, they have like people coming in to rope off.
Did
my
they
mother's
come
house.
Oh my god.
No, not yet. The police filled the whole report, and
The forensics
I
will come
doubt they're going to
tomorrow.
come. I can't imagine. Are they
Well,
really
is
going
he
to come
now?
back?
Is he now not allowed to carry a gun?
No, they took his guns. He had 3.
Good.
They took his guns, and he has to go down to the police station. I guess just to make sure he's not like crazy or.
No, he
dementia.
can't have guns.
I think they're going to give him back.
What?
They're licensed and
He
registered.
just blew a hole in your mother's floor.
He could have killed
Ceiling.
her. I mean, that's insane.
And I was thinking, like, if
You
I
know
got.
what? Even crazier. You could have been doing your act on her desk, writing out your stuff.
Well, she keeps all the bills. I'm in that desk all the time.
Right,
That's
and
where the
it
cash
could have
is.
shot you in the head.
Like, yeah. And you know what's bad? Like, as a comic, if I get shot, it gives me no street credibility.
I think it's like the
Right,
greatest.
Like, my
so-
album sales don't go up because I got shot. I'm just a comic with a limp now. Or like,
But if you get shot and killed, then your album sales will go up. So the
And
money.
he still doesn't get in trouble, by the way, the old man.
Why, for killing a comic? Because everybody.
Because it's an accident. It was an accident. His gun went off. It was an accident.
I know that's how.
That's how many people...
That's how they kill their spouses. They say it's an
Yeah,
accident.
he knows she's in the kitchen cooking, and he just blows the blows the floor up.
It's all crazy. Okay, I have another question for you with your
Sure.
uncle. Does he help you with shit? Like, do you say to him, look, I want to be a comic? Or did he, like, in other words, your brother's famous.
Does he give you advice?
I mean, your brother, your uncle, millions of dollars, right? And you decide, hey, I know that guy. I'm as funny as him. Like, what are you thinking?
I mean, it's like any family member going into the same thing. It's-
Correct.
yeah.
Going
I
in
mean,
the family
daughter,
business.
Her daughter, like Patty has a husband who's a comic.
Mm-hmm.
Had a husband. He's gay. He just got remarried
To a
to a
guy.
guy. And they had 2 daughters, and the one daughter followed the footsteps of the mother and the father. That's normal.
Right.
But did he
So-
say to you, hey, you're funny, you should go into the business? Or you're like,
Was he proud of you? when
I fell in love with it and found stand up and acting and all that stuff. I mean, I saw it because my dad and uncle do it, and they're
who's your dad?
well. My dad, he works with my uncle. So I was just around everything all
Is
the
he
time.
is he a comic? Your
No.
father?
No, he's a
The back-
producer.
Yeah, the
Oh, he
back end of it.
produces.
Yeah,
All right.
but I was just around all that stuff. But I was the one who fell in love with it. And when I started doing stand up, I was just at open mics every night, and they thought.
How old?
I started 2 years ago. I started when I was 22.
Oh, that's.
After college.
After college, at 22, 23, yeah.
But you were acting from when you were little, right?
Well, not seriously. Like I started when I was like 18.
Is there a picture on your thing when you were little with your
Yeah.
little blonde curly hair and you're like a little chubby?
You're so
Yeah,
cute.
I was
You were
like-
like a chubby little kid and you were
But
very
he's still
cute.
cute. Look
He's
how
very
cute he is.
handsome, very handsome.
The blue eyes.
The
Blue or
teeth. You know
green?
what? You and Adam both have great. I said to Adam Sandler, I go, what is it with your fucking teeth? What? And somebody's a dentist in his family. He goes, I go every 3 months for cleaning. That's why I have
Yeah.
such good teeth.
Yeah, we have 2
Now,
dentists.
you know Adam.
I know Adam. Here's the thing about Adam, I will tell you. Adam Sandler. I remember when he first started, he's like all nervous on stage and jumpy. And I'm like, oh, what is this guy? And he goes, okay. This is a terrible Adam Sandler impression, but he's like, I'm going to do a quick impression. You know, he's all jumpy. And he turns around, he's wearing white sweatpants. You know this bit? He's wearing white sweatpants. And he turns around, and then he turns back around to the audience, and he goes, Baryshnikov. And he yanks up the sweatpants so you can see the outline of his dick and balls. That was his big bit. Vareshnikov, the ballet dancer. It was very, very funny. But I remember thinking, how is this really a joke? Like, is this gonna?
He made it
Is
funny.
this gonna fly? And that was like when he first started. But all of his bits were like that. It was like pulling up his pants and like saying dumb shit. But guys fucking loved him. Like, I remember when I worked with Jon Stewart, I go, I'm not sure about this Adam Sandler, if he's funny. But then I got to know him, and I think he's fucking hysterical. He goes, are you kidding me? Adam Sandler's hysterical, you know? Like, but I go, but he does all dumb shit. He goes, that's what's so funny about him. But it was always like the dumbest shit.
Just like Jeff Ross.
Jeff Ross doesn't do as much dumb
does
shit.
a lot of funny dumb shit. Like he would go, I wrote a poem for my dog.
Oh, yeah, that's true. He did
Sadie,
do the dumb shit poetry. Yeah.
Sadie, get off the couch. And like that's the whole poem. And he just does it over and over.
Yeah, that's
and it's
true.
hysterical. It's dumb.
Yeah. No, your uncle, as a matter of fact, I mean, I was sort of friends with him. We weren't like best friends, but I really liked him.
You could have dated him. You
No
idiot.
way. I was like 20 years older than him.
Oh.
But and he really liked big boobs, by the way. I don't know if his wife has big boobs, but I remember him telling me.
So a lot
I
of
go, what
info.
happened to your girlfriend? He goes, nah, I couldn't stay with her. I go, why not? He goes, her tits were too small. I'm like, that is the most sexist, horrible thing you've ever said. He goes, what can I do if that's what I'm attracted to? But anyway, I just
So
remember
you
that.
had no shot.
I had no shot. I had
None.
no ass, no tits, and I was
Nothing.
20 years older than him. So.
Zero shot.
But anyway, I'm in Brooklyn. I just had a baby. He's shooting, was it Big Daddy? I don't know what the hell he was shooting. And wait, were you in Big Daddy?
I was.
Who were you in Big Daddy? Because I love that movie.
I was there for like 2 seconds.
Do you talk in it?
How old were you? That's a
I
long
was
time
like,
ago.
dude, I was like 5.
You're in it when you're 5.
I played. I was just John Hancock in the school play. Like,
oh, I gotta watch it again
so
now.
the kid is in a school play. He's Ben Franklin, and then there's a Thomas Jefferson person who goes like, the Declaration of Independence is ready, and that's actually my sister. And,
Oh, how great is that?
didn't.
Why wouldn't you put your kids in it? I mean, really?
Yeah.
Check.
and then they say who will be the first to sign. They point at me, and I ran across the stage and just signed the Declaration, and I was like giant, and I was like waddling across, and I was on.
That's when you were a little chubby, right? You were a
Yeah, I
cute
was
little
on
chubby
screen
kid.
for about maybe a second.
Do you
and
talk? You don't talk.
I don't talk. I don't talk in that one.
How much you get for? You still get residuals for that?
From Big Daddy, I don't know. Maybe like 10 cents.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That's what I get.
maybe.
That's what I get from my big movie career.
But I didn't talk. It's it's not like I did my deal at 5. It would be funnier if I did fill out the paperwork at 5 years old. But
That's great.
it's something my parents
so
know.
I'm in Brooklyn, and I had my baby, and she's in a stroller, and I go, what's going on? It was like in Brooklyn Heights. They go, Adam Sandler's shooting a movie in the laundromat. And I'm like, I know Adam. Like, I'm acting like, he's my good friend. I know Adam. So I'm like, hey, Adam. I'm screaming into the thing. And the director, or whoever she is, stage comes over, and she goes, may I help you? And I go, yeah, I know Adam. I'm friends with Adam. And blah, blah, blah. She goes, I'm sorry, you're going to have to please leave. I go, no, Adam, I want to show Adam my baby. I'm like, Adam, and I'm screaming. They fucking kick me out. And then the other guy comes over with a piece of paper and a pen. He goes, if you have something to say to Adam, you can write it down on this piece of paper, and he can contact you if he wants. Never heard from your fucking uncle again.
He probably never got the paper.
I don't
no,
think
he
he
probably
ever-
didn't.
He probably didn't
Yeah.
get the paper.
No,
She
I know,
probably
but
ripped it up and threw it away.
I did like him a
Because
lot.
he's not the type.
No, he was a great guy, and he would have said hello to me, I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And he would have wanted to see my kid. I knew him for fucking 10, 15 years, whatever it was,
And now you're meeting his nephew.
Exactly.
That's so funny.
Has your uncle obviously come see you perform?
Yeah.
Does he give you tips?
Does he say, don't do this, pull your balls up?
Wear white sweatpants?
Totally, the white sweatpants. Now, he'll if he sees something, it's kind of like how we gave each other tips.
Right.
We
He'll say,
just,
yeah.
Yeah, we just did a show together, and you're like, hey,
He's very funny.
thank you.
I would love to. I hope I work with you sometime.
That'd be great. Yeah, it's the same. It's like it's an older comic that just wants to see you do well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been cool to learn from, and I love watching him go up there, and it's great. The whole experience is
Okay,
great.
your goal now should be that you're going to be a lot funnier than him. No, I'm just kidding.
No, you open for him, though. But he does, like, arenas. So you have to do arenas when you open for him?
I've played a couple.
Of
That's
arenas?
That's scary.
Yeah,
That's scary.
I saw a photo of you at the
Scary.
Westbury Theater, though, the round.
Yes.
Yeah, so you know. how-
Carrie killed
Yes,
there.
I did. I'm there actually Saturday night.
Oh, you're with
I
Vic
told
on that
you
show?
she's the queen of
Very
goddamn
cool.
Long Island. She really is.
Yeah, so you know.
I know but that's not like. Well,
But the
Madison
arena's
Square, I
bigger
think I
than-
would be scared of Madison Square Garden.
I mean, how many people have you played to? Thousands?
The biggest show I played was I think 6,000.
But you must be shitting yourself. How nervous could you be for
The
that?
one I did, I've done it twice.
Oh my
like
God.
for
You've
that.
only been doing it 2 years in front of 6,000 people.
Well, I did like
oh my God.
I've opened on one of his tours, and like there are a lot of theaters. A lot are like 2,000 to 3,000, and then some are bigger. 6,000 I only did twice. First time I was sick. I was sick that day, and
you called in sick the first time you're
No.
opening?
No, he went on sick.
I went on sick.
Oh.
Were you like actually sick or
I was
nerve sick?
No, I was like sick.
Oh, you were sick.
Yeah,
It's a
I had the
It's
flu.
the Ebola virus, okay?
How
Yeah,
much time do you have to do?
it was quick. It was like 3 minutes.
3 minutes?
Yeah, so super quick.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Yeah, but
Did they laugh?
it was good.
You're shocked.
I
at 3
actually.
No, but I mean, usually when people go to
You
see
know-
somebody else, it can be that first
minutes.
slot
3
is
minutes,
really
was-
hard.
though,
it was
is very
interesting.
long when you're new.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I cold opened. It was so they just announced me, which was nice from the side, and I went up and started.
What was your
Yeah.
opening joke for that?
Ah, God, this was a while ago. I talked about fat camp. That's what it was.
Fat camp.
See,
is
I would have
always good.
opened
I
and
love
said, "Look, be nice to me, laugh it up, because my uncle's Adam."
it. Yeah, then they'd
Fuck
be like,
yourselves.
"Boo!" Wait,
I
what's your
said-
fat camp joke? I want
I
to.
said I went to fat camp, and I just learned that fat camp is normal camp, but no seconds.
Yeah, that's a
good.
good one.
Something cute and short, and it was I remember
Did you really go to fat camp?
yeah.
They sent you to fat camp? That's something mean about
I
that.
elected to go. I was like, my dad's like, we were looking at weight loss options. I was in like 7th grade, and they were like,
Seventh grade, you went to fat camp?
Yeah, in the
How
summer.
fat were you?
I was like,
Because you're not that tall.
I was like 230.
That's a lot.
Wait, 230 in 7th grade?
Yeah,
Oh, that is a lot.
yeah.
I didn't see pictures. I just saw you as a little teeny kid being
Oh,
a
yeah,
little
yeah.
cutesy chubby.
No,
I
you're
got up
perfect
there.
now.
Thank
I guess
you.
the camp worked.
No, it didn't. It's a scam. The
It is
camp-
Ah.
what made
It's a whole thing.
what made you eat that much?
I loved it. I
What makes me eat that much?
I know, but at a certain point, don't you go, "Oh, I'm getting a little chubby, and I
Not
like
when
girls."
you're in 7th grade.
That's when I started liking girls and like going okay, like
But then you shot up in height a little, right? And you
A little.
kind of slimmed down
got
a
a little height, but like lost weight.
But how'd you lose the weight?
Went to fat camp, lost 11 pounds. I thought I was the shit.
11 pounds.
After the
Out of 230, so you were like
Yeah.
220. I can't add 219.
yeah, oh,
And suddenly you're
I
hot.
was like the
in
cock of
middle
the
school.
walk at 219. and, no, it was I lost 11, put on 20.
What do you mean you put on 20?
He put it back on.
Oh my
Everyone,
God.
so like at fat camp, what happens is like I would meet people there and they go, "Yo, it's my 6th year here." I'm like, "How has it not been working?" Right. And what they do is it's all portion control. They let you eat bad food, but only
Oh.
literally no seconds. And when you do it, like it's like okay, you lose weight when you're there, but when you're home, you're just like
Yeah, you can have
Do
2
you
ring dings,
exercise?
right?
Do you exercise?
at the camp. We did, and now I do. Yeah, like it was just our activities, and it was like in the middle of summer.
Maybe I should go to fat
John
camp.
is
what do they-
was a
wait, what do
personal
they-
trainer,
I need to
correct?
go to
for
fat
years.
camp.
For like, but what do they can't. They don't call it fat camp, do they?
They call it so. My camp.
It's a horrible name for a
I'm gi-
camp.
I'm giving my fat camp a shout out. It's Camp Kingsmont. It was
Kingsmont?
that's what they called it, and it was at a Hampshire college. and
AKA fat camp. Go.
It was fat camp, and
Was there a skinny kid there? Just to.
my roommate was skinny.
What's he doing
That was
there?
my second joke.
What is it? What's
It
the
was,
joke?
I have 2 roommates. One's fat, one's skinny but insecure. It was
That's
yeah.
funny.
Yeah. So
What's the skinny one doing there? His parents don't want him around.
He said, he was like, "Oh, I fluctuate in weight," and I was like, "All right." And then he was gonna leave, but got his first girl ever
At fat camp, she was a
at
fat
camp.
girl?
Yep.
Was she fat or she just was skinny like him?
No, she was like a little up there.
She
And,
was fat.
but,
Otherwise, he
like,
wouldn't have got her.
he said, I remember him saying to me, like, she's the night before he was leaving, I can't believe I'm going. She's amazing. Like, I grabbed my first tit. And that's what he said to me.
And it probably wasn't even a tit he grabbed.
It was a roll.
And he was so happy, convinced his parents to stay one more week. And, he was a nice kid.
Now she's
So-
fatter because he got
So
her pregnant.
he convinced her to stay one more week. And right after, he went up to her. He's like, hey, I'm here another week. And she said, I don't really want to hang out with you anymore.
Oh
And
my
he was
God.
like, oh my. And then he came back. He's like, I'm stuck here another week. No.
And that fat chick doesn't like me anymore.
Yeah, he got dumped. He got played by the
dumped
fat
by
chick.
a fat chick.
Yeah.
It happens.
Wow.
Now, John, when were you a personal trainer?
I did it for almost 20 years.
20 years?
Yeah, I
You
owned it.
are in great
And
shape,
you
I
look
have
like
to say.
shit, John.
I'm
No,
done.
I'm
I'm
just
done.
kidding.
He looks
I'm done.
fabulous.
It's all over.
No,
for me.
he looks good. He does look good. How old are you now?
50.
Are you really?
You look
Yeah,
way
you
younger.
Yeah, because he lives with his mom still. I mean, it really doesn't age you when you don't have to pay your own electric bill.
Wait a minute. So you go to people's house?
No, I don't do it anymore.
But when you did, you'd go to their house, or they go to you at a gym? Or
No, I was a
what-
big shot. I used to be like a regional director for New York Sport Club, so I used to run like 15 gyms.
Oh, wow.
Oh, so it wasn't like a one-on-one thing.
I
like
did
you-
that too. I did everything. I owned a studio in Port Washington. I had like a rich clientele, so I used to own a fitness studio. I had like
Anybody famous?
a lot of their wives,
Oh, those rich
famous
guys'
people's
wives.
wives.
They all have to be size 2.
Did you ever have any affair with any of them?
No, I never
Did
shit.
none
I
of
never
them-
shit where I eat there. I made too much money.
How much money could you make doing that?
Did they come on to you?
6
Did they
figures.
come on to
6
you?
figures from personal training the rich.
Yes,
Well, I owned
Patty. Did
Oh, because you owned it.
John? Did they come on to you?
Oh yeah, I got hit on all the time.
by the married wives?
And you told them that you were dating your mother, and you couldn't.
Yeah, I said my mother will.
Norman.
My mother will fuck
Your
you
mom
up.
was
I
watching the
Norman.
fitness section.
I
Norman.
can't believe you had such discipline, right? Because Adam wouldn't do that. Adam would just fuck whoever came his way. Adam's never turned a
Well,
woman
no,
down.
he wouldn't fuck anyone. She has to have a big ass.
I
Have
told-
you?
Who? Give me
I don't
one
believe
name. I told you Kevin never has turned a woman down, my fiance.
Not even
I
a
go, well, who have you
prostitute?
turned down? He
Not
goes,
even
I've
a
never turned a
prostitute?
woman down. I don't know. He's just
We're
whoever's.
talking about like for actual sex.
Yeah.
Well,
You're
Patty,
not gonna
how,
get in a situation where you have to turn a woman down for sex. Like,
What do you mean? He turned women down for sex.
well, no, but I mean,
But that would have cost me money.
there were, yeah, there were.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, no, I'm in a situation right now where I have a client that.
right,
that,
like
that,
we're
yeah,
clients.
yeah,
You wouldn't
exactly.
you wouldn't bang us because of the money, right? The
Exactly,
big.
yeah. But she's very attractive.
Because we talk about it after. And also he couldn't get a hard on with me. My ass is too flat for him.
I used to have. I had
I'm too old and dry.
I had LL Cool J's wife, but he's in like 20 times better shape than me.
LL Cool. That's because he's black.
No,
Black
he's
guys
jacked,
don't
that
even have to
guy.
work out, do they?
And I think he's older than me.
LL Cool J, how old is he? He can't be older than.
Yeah, he's got to be in his young.
Yeah.
young
What does his
50s,
wife
right?
look like?
No,
Is she
older
sexy?
50s. I
She's
think
all
he's
right. She's not a trophy wife. They've been together since they were in like high school.
right. So she snaps him around.
No, yeah, she's tough. She's cool. She was nice. They
She's
got-
LL Cool J.
His name's Todd. I didn't even know that.
Really?
Her name
Yeah,
is.
I had to call him one day.
Oh,
for
his name is Todd.
I had to call him one day, and I'm like, "What do I say? Like L? I don't know what to call the guy.
Hey,
it's
L.
like weird to be like LL." She's like, "His name's Todd. Just ask for Todd."
Todd,
And I'm
that's
like,
such
"Ah."
James?
Yeah.
Ladies love cool Todd.
No, James is his middle name. I
Todd
think.
is the nerdiest name.
Todd James. Todd
I
James.
think that's where he
That's
got. Is that what it
great.
is? Todd James.
Todd.
Crazy.
Remember in Saturday Night Live? Todd! with
Yeah,
Rosanna
wait, what
Dana-
was her name?
Her name was Lisa
Lupner.
Lupner.
Lisa.
Lupner.
Yeah.
Todd!
Yeah, Lisa. And then he would give her noogies.
Yeah. I fucking love those two
I
together.
love those two.
Those two banged in real
I
life.
had Bill
They
O'Reilly's
did?
wife.
Yeah. Bill O'Reilly. Ugh. He was horrible to her though. Did you ever see him be horrible?
No, after I stopped with her and I didn't see them anymore, then all the stuff came out that she said he was abusive. And
Abusive.
whatnot,
You
but I never saw. I
You
never saw
could have
that.
wrote the book.
How much younger was she than
She's
he
like
was?
she's like maybe 20 years younger, and she's not like a trophy wife or anything,
She
but she's
wasn't
a lot
pretty?
younger. One day I was doing a fitness thing. They were going on the Today Show,
Yeah.
and we needed kids, and I asked her if she would take her kids on the Today
O'Reilly's
Show.
wife?
Yes, I said, you want to take your kids, go on the Today Show for this fitness thing.
Yeah.
And she's like, I can't because like Bill's on some like Al Qaeda death list. She like
Wow.
badmouth Muslims, and they're like, no, he's not allowed to go on TV with the kids because they're looking to murder him. So she's
Oh
she's
my
like, do you
God.
want to go on and take my kids? And I'm like, I'm not going anywhere near your kids. What do you
That's
say?
right. Yeah, that's all
going
you
on?
Look,
need.
how funny is that? She's like, let the kids get I'm not getting killed. Like, she was willing to give him the kids and for their lives, you know.
Exactly.
That's hilarious.
Exactly.
See, you know what I think? I think you should have really, really done like a Jillian, what's her name?
Oh yeah, Michaels.
Jillian
The-
Biggest
Michaels.
loser
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the biggest loser. You're funny. You could have done that. You could have trained fat people and been funny about it and had your own show with Jillian, because Jillian was all the show.
I did.
The other guy was okay.
The other guy now does commercials for whatever that thing is, leptuma, something for when you have heart problems. You know the guy I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, her
Yeah,
I don't know
problem.
his name. I don't know his
Bob
name.
was his. I don't know his last name. My mom and I used to watch that show.
Yeah, I did too. I love that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was the stupidest show because they just run them. They're lifting tires. They're running. They're starving themselves. They all lose all this weight. They go home, and every single one of them gain the weight back within 2
Not
years.
everyone, but a
Almost
lot
everyone, right?
Sounds like
Oh,
fat
nice.
camp.
Well, who can live like that?
Yeah, that's the thing.
like
It's
insane
not
the way that-
realistic.
Well, I have to tell you, my friend Tim Jackson, God rest his soul.
Can I fix something? You had a
he-
little black thing right here.
It's my mascara.
Oh yeah, I got it.
probably.
It's okay.
And he wrote this thing called Yes You Can. It was about a fat guy being trained, and I was supposed to be his trainer, and we were going to go step by step to show people. And he brought it to someone at David Letterman, and then that was it. The show was over. He never got anything, and then that show came, The Biggest Loser came.
Oh, you mean you
So
guys were going
I
to do
don't-
it before? But
Yeah,
how
it was
could you
called
be a
Yes
personal
You Can.
trainer?
Because my body at the time looked like I was training. I had muscles.
Yeah, you-
I had
yes.
six pack.
Yes.
So I could have went, come on, let's go, 2 more, 3 more, 2 more, and he was up on the treadmill. So that was, it was, and this other guy, Palumbo.
Palumbo.
Yeah, he's a.
I know you're talking about.
What was his name?
He's
Paul.
a fitness guy.
Paul,
No, it wasn't.
Joe.
I know you're
Joe
talking-
Palumbo. He had this vitamin and shakes that we were going to promote on the show. So the whole thing that we wrote up was called Yes You Can, and the name of the show. And I was going to train them, and we're going to go step by step with all these fat people and train each one of them, and we were going to, do the blow by blow, show everybody how you lose weight. And then all of a sudden, he handed it into David Letterman's people or somebody over there that he knew. And next thing you know, nothing happened. And the next thing you know,
You think they
the
stole
biggest,
it?
obviously.
I didn't know that's what you were trying to say. You think they stole your idea?
Yes.
I didn't know that that's what you meant. You know who I liked? Jack LaLanne. See, he doesn't know, and you don't know who that is.
course I know Jack
You know Jack
LaLanne is.
LaLanne?
Yeah.
He's 50.
I used to
50.
fucking watch that show as a kid. You just sit on the couch. You don't do it. But you do. He was big on jumping jacks.
He just
That's
had
why
like
I
a
liked him.
chair and a leotard.
I'll
He
tell
had
you
no
what,
equipment.
Jack
He was a
LaLanne
man in
was
a green
back
leotard.
in the 40s, no, 50s, right?
Probably, yeah.
It wasn't the 50s. It was the 60s, I
it
believe.
was the 60s.
And he'd wear
it was
that
black and white TV.
It was
Patty.
a jumpsuit with a zipper, and he was 4 feet tall, and he'd do leg lifts and jumping jacks.
But
and I could
he
do
had
that.
like an hour show or a half-hour show where he did the exercises with the ladies, and these women would watch it and do Jack LaLanne, and then he did he made a juicer. This guy lived to be 100 and something.
Did he die already?
Yeah,
He
he
died.
died.
Oh, he
He
died?
died. He also pulled a truck with his teeth.
He pulled
was
a
like
boat. He pulled a
yeah.
boat with his teeth.
Yeah,
he was fucking insane.
He was the strongest guy at his age.
I
It
loved
was
him.
crazy.
I loved him. Now, you have opened also for Rob Schneider. Is that his name? Schneider or
Yeah,
Schneider?
yeah, Schneider. Yeah.
Now, he was kind of a dick to me. Is he a dick or he's a good guy?
It's great to me.
Great to you.
He's
Interesting.
not going to be a dick to him.
Well, he's good friends with your uncle. Those two are very tight. They're always in,
Well, they
put
were
him in the movies.
weren't they on Saturday Night Live together?
Yeah.
A lot of
They
movies.
did
They
movies
did a lot of
together.
movies
I
together.
guess
Yeah.
they're good friends.
The grown-ups.
He wasn't that friendly to me when I opened
Well,
for
Patty, a
him.
lot of people weren't friendly to you.
I can't imagine why. What's not to like,
I don't
right?
know. Well,
Jared?
maybe you're threatening because you're very funny.
Yeah, Matt, that could be. Jared, your name kind of got fucked by Jared, the subway guy, right?
Oh yeah.
Like, your name was the coolest name, Jared, until this guy, like, comes
Molested
along,
everybody.
molested
It used to
everybody.
be jewelry with the jeweler.
What do you mean, Oh, Jared the jeweler. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. He
And then
went to
it's-
Jared, and now it's.
But he got really famous for losing. He didn't go to fat camp. He went to Subway.
I know.
If your parents only knew,
Did you eat Subway?
they would have saved money.
Jared?
Well, I'm happy they didn't know because I would have been around him.
You would have
At
been,
the time.
right at
Jared-
the time, you would have been
right.
molested.
Jared
Yeah.
molested by Jared.
Hey, speaking of molested, who's the other guy you opened for? Wait a minute. Maybe he
How does
tried to-
molested?
Nick Swartzen. Nick Swartzen's a little gay. Did he get
I love
a little hot liking you? You
Mol-
seem like somebody he
molestation.
might like.
But molestation as a transition is classic. No, everybody I've worked with has been really great. Swartzen's great. Schneider's great.
But he wasn't flirty with you, Nick Swartz?
No, why would he be? He's a kid.
He's handsome, very handsome. He's got good
he is.
teeth.
You are
He's got the
like
good
every
curly
gay
blonde-
guy's
Just
dream.
because you see
You're
someone.
every gay guy's dream. You knew that. The blonde hair, the
Blue
pretty
eyes.
great
He's got
skin,
that
blue
German Nazi thing about him.
Very
that
beautiful.
people like.
I'm friends with a lot of gay guys or straight girls, and you know how it is. You don't hit on everybody you see.
Adam does.
Adam, come on.
What the fuck? Why am I like?
They're going after you right now.
Because you know why? Because I brought one girl here, and one girl, and now I get shit.
With braces. What's she,
And a-
14?
Yeah,
29.
With
A lot of
braces?
South
29.
American girls have braces, lady.
they have braces.
That's
yeah.
what he says.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, that's another thing. Let's talk about that for a second. If your kid's teeth are coming in crooked, I don't give a shit what you have to do. Go get that kid braces, okay? I was hooking on the street to get both my kids braces. So
I agree.
get those kids braces. Because you know what? You see so many adults laughing like this.
That's
Which-
me. I only
Which
go on
looks
this side
worse.
because I got
It
the
looks
fucking-
worse
I
when
know,
you
it's
do
terrible.
that. They want to laugh. Get your kid braces. You see the kid teeth are coming in wrong.
Yes.
Do it.
Yes.
Make that a priority.
Sometimes they don't want it. My daughter didn't
Don't go
want
on
it.
vacation one year. I don't give a shit if she
I
wants
didn't
it or
want
not.
it.
She
but
did
you
it,
still
though.
have to do
$5
it.
grand.
My
Let
parents
me
were
see
like,
your teeth. They're perfect.
my
He's like
parents
a
were like,
teeth.
do it.
Oh,
My
your
kid-
teeth were not straight?
No, I got braces, but I didn't want
That's
them
why
at
your
the
teeth
time.
look so good. Did you have braces too, John?
I had them on my legs. I was really pigeon-toed.
You wait a minute. You really did have braces on
Well,
your
this is
legs?
what when I was like. I was
See, your
born-
parents cared.
No, what they did was I was born in
No, they didn't.
'67, so like when I was like 73, 74, things were different. I was really pigeon-toed. Like my feet faced each other.
Oh
They
no.
were
That's annoying.
Did
really
kids
bad.
make fun
That's
of
the
you?
spaz kid
Yeah.
in gym
I
running.
know that. I
Yeah.
know.
You're like, that's the kid you hit with the dodgeball.
Gary.
So they could put braces on you, but I didn't want them, so I used to have to wear my shoes on the wrong feet.
Wait, you'd wear your shoes.
That was like 1973 medicine.
Wait a minute. Who put your shoes on the wrong feet? Your mother? or
Yeah,
you
and then I'd have to walk like Charlie Chaplin with my feet.
That hurt.
I had to do like exercises in my room and just march with my feet.
That
out.
hurts.
In your room? This is the saddest story I ever fucking
Now,
heard.
how are you now? Are you pigeon-toed still?
My right one's a little. In. It
Fucked
gives
up?
you good balance because I was a pretty good athlete. I played basketball for 15
You were an
years.
athlete with a pigeon-toed feet?
Yeah, it was like it gave me some kind of fucking
Did you
superpower.
Did you
Waddling-
play
like
basketball in high
waddling
school?
duck.
or-
I played high school. I didn't play college, but I tried to walk on to college.
I love playing basketball. That's like, it's literally what I do during the day. If I have a show at night,
What do you do during the day?
play basketball.
You
It's-
do?
That's
Like
why
it's
you
a
shed
stress
the weight.
reliever?
Yeah, it's the best.
It is?
Yeah.
Up until I was about your age, I played all the time.
And what happened?
Things
The
Knees,
started,
toes got in the
hips.
way.
yeah, things started to get
You
get
know
hurt a
what?
lot. Ankles.
You know what's good about pigeon toe? That gives you like a triangular base. That's probably why. No,
I guess
seriously.
what it was.
Because instead of straight, you have a triangle as your base. Because when you do a headstand,
That's more
they would
balance.
always tell you to put your hands like a triangle when you do your headstand.
I
Because you had a
actually-
triangular
I got to swallow the water.
Believe it or not, I actually did learn that at fat camp.
What, a triangular base?
Yeah. More
See, that
balance.
it's true.
I was just born with it.
You're a
And you were
duck.
born with it. That's why you were good at athletics.
I don't know how I have no.
Yes,
I'm like
duck.
I have no knee problem. Nothing hurts on like my legs. I don't know how.
Wait a minute. You want to get married or no?
Do I want to get married?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
You
Do
don't
you want
think
a
so?
girlfriend?
No.
Anybody other than
I
your
like,
mother?
No, I do comedy.
I know so many comics like you. How many guys are Tim Gage? all
Gage is a weirdo.
I love Tim Gage. But yeah, why don't they have girlfriends?
Because
and
he had
wives?
one bad marriage and now he
And then
put
they
a
sign
bad
off.
taste in his mouth.
They sign off.
Can't blame him.
Did you sign off? Did you have a bad one?
No,
and you
I
signed
don't
off?
even think about it.
Did you ever have a
Think
girlfriend?
about it.
I've had girlfriends, of course.
Okay,
yeah.
so-
Look, he gets testy. I've had girlfriends.
I've
that
had
are
girlfriends.
Well, I want proof.
I've seen vaginas. I know.
You've seen vaginas?
No, I don't. I don't. Honestly, I don't think about it. My life's really busy, and I like doing comedy at night. I don't want to be bothered.
No,
you
because
would
then
be
she'll tell you,
bothered.
it's bother. Because she's going to be like, you're going out again.
That is what happens.
Yeah.
That is what happens. But you know,
You
as
got
a
to date
girl,
a comic.
Oh, that sounds like a terrible idea.
It is
that
a
would
bad
be a
idea.
bit. You need a girl.
Ask Patty.
You need. You need a girl who's very busy and doesn't give a shit what you do 7 days a week, and she's like a workaholic, and you guys never see each other, and then on Sundays you fuck and you're happy. That's the kind of girl you need.
Basically a drag queen.
I was gonna say, yeah. Sounds an awful lot like a prostitute what you just described.
Yeah, it sounds.
Okay, that is what you need, a prostitute. A rub and tucker, right, Adam? Adam,
Like I'm really happy, like just watching Netflix and doing comedy.
I know. I don't understand that because
And-
I always wanted a boyfriend. I always
Because
wanted.
women are needy.
Well, I fucking am.
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't imagine not having a boyfriend and not having kids.
Women
And
are
I-
needy.
And I started jiu-jitsu, so now I just get hurt doing that every week. I get hurt.
Jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu.
It's a-
Jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu.
Jew.
Jiu-jitsu.
He's a Jew in jujitsu.
And I really like it, but I literally get like hurt every week.
And what's the point of it?
I don't know.
Do you also do martial arts, sir?
I've never tried martial arts.
It's really, it's cool. I like it. I watched UFC for like years.
Oh, I can't even watch that. It's so vicious. Yes.
Yeah, it is, but I don't get
What,
punched
the
in the face.
UFC? My kids are into that fighting shit. I got my daughter. She's winning all these gold medals for
I
beating
know.
the shit
Love
out of
that
everybody.
she's got your DNA.
Yeah,
'cause
she's
got the
tough.
killer
She's a
instinct,
tough girl.
and she does.
And I'm happy. My son doesn't want to hurt anybody, and I'm going to have to slap him around to get him out of that. But he's like, I don't want to hurt the kid. I'm like, well, then you're not going to win.
My sisters and I used to watch roller derby on Sunday mornings.
That
oh
was
my
so
God, I
vicious.
loved it. And the girls, they would just
Patty,
beat the
wow,
shit
nobody
out of
knows
each
what
other.
roller derby is.
I'm so old. This is the shit that we would watch. We'd watch Davy and Goliath, and then we'd watch roller derby, and then we'd watch Bonanza. Okay, that's how fucking old I am.
Do you know what Davy and Goliath is, Jared?
Yeah.
Oh, you do? Okay,
You
'cause
know
that's
Davy
old
and
school.
Goliath?
Yeah, I
The
know.
little
Claymation.
claymation.
Roller derby.
Davy.
Have you ever seen roller derby?
I have like once. It's,
I think they should bring it back.
These girls would wear mini skirts with little like cute
Yeah.
underpants, and then they just beat the shit out of
I
each
think
other
they
and
should
lay
bring
on the
it
ground.
back.
It was so fun, and the girls would have long, and they'd all pull each other's
Remember when
hair
they'd
out.
all fall down on top of you?
Oh,
It'd be
it was
like a
just
big
like
pile
a
up.
big like lesbian shit, so guys would watch it. It wasn't even like
it sounds
roller.
cool.
Yeah, it's with guys.
I'm like, you're talking about women, and it sounds
I
good
think
to
they
me.
should bring it back, roller derby.
Guys would like it. Let's see if anybody's saying anything. Should we
let's
check our?
see
We
if-
didn't
do
even
we have any
check.
friends here?
Uh,
But anyway, yeah, women are needy though, Patty. You gotta say, I am very needy in my older age. I'll tell you why. When I was younger, I probably was needy, but now I'm really needy because think about this: if I didn't
ahead.
have my husband at home,
Yeah.
that garbage would never get emptied.
exactly.
I'm not.
You
emptying
need
the
him to do that
garbage.
shit.
And you know what? I'm not bringing in all the flotation devices from the pool. I'm not doing any of that.
And what about computers? He does all my computers. I don't understand
Right, man.
computers. He does all my
I
shit.
need a man for that. I need all that stuff.
That is what you
I
need.
need the car. Like the battery went dead. I need a man to. He went and took it, fixed the battery, and brought it back. To
But see, he doesn't need a
me. And
woman.
it's his birthday today.
I love that it's his birthday.
Happy
birthday,
birthday, Sam.
You know, your husband's a great guy. I want to say that.
I got him a present, and it's. And
What is it?
I really didn't get.
Did
him
anybody
anything.
write anything? I can't. Why is yours going up and down and mine isn't? Fuck.
Patty.
Look, what happened? Adam, could you fix this for me? You know, here.
You're like, Adam hits on everything. Adam, shitty Adam. But Adam, please.
Adam, fix
Adam
it.
fixes everything. Too.
I know,
Yeah.
Adam's very good, even though he's. Anybody say anything that we need to?
No, no one's really commenting. We have 3
Even though
viewers.
he's what? What?
Wait, we have
That's
one
really good,
viewer.
even though he's, and then you stop.
I don't know.
We
what I
have
was gonna
one
say.
viewer, but
Brian McCarthy is watching us, who is your buddy on your podcast,
yeah.
or his podcast,
Yeah.
and you.
Yeah, we gotta have him back on.
We gotta have him back
just
on.
so
He's-
he can annoy
Hi, Brian.
Patty.
No, I do like Brian McCarthy. He's very funny.
Here's
Said
the
he
thing:
was, sexually odd, though.
people do
I
not.
did say he's sexually odd, but I still like him. You go, what's wrong with him? I go, I don't know. He's just a little sexually.
He is
odd.
odd. He's odd. He's a little odd.
Just the things he jerks off to. Like, he
Yeah, it's
talks
weird.
about what he jerks off to, and it's never anything that
Good.
a regular person would jerk off to.
He ain't right.
What's
What
up?
was he saying?
You know, like Japanese girls, like eating stuff that
Vomit.
vomit and stuff. Like,
Oh,
what-
yeah.
those kind of.
Fucking around.
Yeah, I get. Oh,
Yeah, maybe.
He always stands up for him. Adam always
That's not
stands
an
up
everyday
for him.
thing for you guys?
No, not for me.
Because I know the real stuff that he's into. He's just into regular stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
so he's just saying
They don't
that for
have
the
to be
show.
Japanese.
It's about.
They-
It's for a podcast.
They've watched the porn together. He knows.
So Jared here has been in. You just wrapped the movie, didn't you?
Yeah.
What's the movie you wrapped?
This one is called.
So we could tell people to watch it.
Oh, yeah.
It's called Father of the Year.
Who's in it? That
it's-
wasn't Steve Martin in Father of the Year.
Well, this one's David Spade and Nat Faxon.
Oh,
Oh, I
it's
love
a
David
remake
Spade.
of the Spencer Tracy one, and then the Steve Martin one, and now this
No,
is the
it's
third one.
not a remake. Not a remake.
Oh, it's
Maybe
not.
it's just the
I'm
same
completely
title.
wrong. Okay.
No, this one it's a comedy that just came out on Netflix. It just came out on Friday, actually.
I'm gonna watch it, but
So-
I don't know how to use Netflix.
That's okay.
I'll figure it out. My
Internet,
kids put it on.
you know, you type it in, you'll
Yeah,
find
it's
it.
very easy, Patty. Just go to Netflix.
Who? Who are you in it?
I play this kid Nathan. It's about these two guys in their 20s who they have a bet on whose father can beat up the other father in a fight.
It's great.
And I play one of their friends, and I'm just this kid. Like, we're all from the same hometown, and I'm just this kid who's trying to be cool all the time. I try to join a motorcycle gang.
Not a big stretch for you.
Yeah, I know. The success rate is the same as in the movie. It's cool. It was a lot of fun. I got my motorcycle license for it.
Oh,
You know how
ride
to
a
ride?
motorcycle?
Yeah.
Oh,
I know how
makes
to
me-
ride too.
You carry?
Of course I do.
You drive? Ugh. I don't think people should ride motorcycles. I'm very nervous.
Obviously-
That's what
See,
my
but-
family said, and I'm like, I gotta do it for the movie, and they're like,
Ah.
okay,
But that's it.
yeah.
Then get off it. Then don't, because everybody
It's-
loses a
it-
nut or
But
they.
it's not even that. It's not him or me riding, right? Because you know how to ride. It's the person who's not seeing you and crushing you when they make a right turn.
Well,
and they
that's
don't
the craziest thing. Like, living, like I live in Los Angeles, and like most of the time, and you can split the lanes on the highway.
What does that mean? Split the
It
lanes?
just means like if there's 2 lanes of traffic, and there's a lot of traffic.
You
so-
ride right down the middle.
Yep, and
You're allowed to do that? That seems
You're not
very
allowed to do
dangerous.
that.
only in California.
Oh,
You're
that
allowed to
seems
do that?
Crazy.
Yeah, it's legal. Everyone does it. So like when I moved there and started driving there, it was the craziest thing. Like, you need to really look in your mirror to see if there's a motorcycle coming. Because if you just change lanes really quickly,
You just killed somebody.
yeah.
Or kill some
or took his leg off.
Do you
or-
wear a helmet? Yeah, I'm sure you wear a helmet in California. Right?
You don't have a motorcycle, do you?
No, I haven't been on one since the movie.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, okay,
good,
that's good.
good.
Did
John,
they
you
they
were-
shoot that out here?
I
or
don't like
in New York, or they shot
Uh,
that in L.A.
That was in Massachusetts,
Oh,
actually.
okay.
North Shore in Massachusetts.
Do you ride?
A motorcycle? No, I'm not.
It's
My
something
mother
I-
was an emergency room nurse. I had no rules in my house growing up. None.
What does that mean? Because she was an emergency nurse?
The only rule I had in my house growing up is I was not allowed to get on a motorcycle.
Right,
Really?
because she saw people coming in
Yeah,
with
she
no
saw guys
leg.
missing their legs like
That's
every
the thing.
week.
Yeah.
Eventually, it gets you. Like
Literally, I was in the training for the motorcycle, and this stat, like, first day, they say, okay, if you are in an accident on a motorcycle, 80% of people in accidents get hurt.
Oh, so in other words,
That's-
don't get in the accident because then
yeah.
you're.
If you get in an
effed.
accident, 4 out of 5 people are injured. Like, if you're on the bike. It's
Yes.
that
See,
high.
doesn't that see that to me would? My sister rides. I don't like that she rides. She's got a Harley. I'm like, I can't believe you fucking
Ew.
ride.
I had
That
a
was-
moped.
That's weird.
I
Isn't
did.
it?
I had a moped till I was like
I
16.
had a moped also.
Which
My-
easily could have killed me because I didn't wear a helmet. And I was still
Everything,
doing
though.
35.
I
I
mean,
mean,
bicycles can, you know.
Yep.
Who was your moped by? I think ours was Yamaha.
mine was called Puch, P-U-C-H. I think it was French.
Oh my god!
Yeah. I had
Sure
a pretty-
wasn't puke.
Do you ever fall off
Puke.
it or?
And they
run
started it
into-
by, you pedaled like a bicycle.
Right, and then it
And,
taught it up.
and then it would crank up, and I'd do like 35 without a helmet.
Oh my
Right.
god!
So that was okay. What can
Right.
go wrong there?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
My father brought it home, and it was this little tiny red thing, and he's kind of heavy, my dad. And I just remember him going, "Well, let me try it out, girls, first." And he sits on this little thing, fucking takes off like at the fastest it could go, goes out in the middle of the road, falls into a fucking ditch across the street. I'm thinking, why did he buy this for us? He's trying to kill his daughters. Like, I think he thought it
He
was like
crashed into the.
into the ditch. He fucking
And what
fell
was he-
over. It just looked like a
And
fat,
what happened?
gray-haired guy. I don't know. Then he gets back up. He goes, "Okay, I figured it out. This is to go, and this is the break." I don't know, but we loved that thing. I think we had a red one.
That's funny.
but he
The
really
place
hurt
on Long
us.
Island to learn how to do motorcycles, it's called Trauma. Is that
No,
where you
it
went?
isn't.
In Farmingdale, did you go there for Trauma? That's like the worst name for a
No,
motorcycle
I didn't learn
school.
there. I
Oh,
learned
you
in
didn't?
Greece. I was in
Oh,
Greece.
you learned in Greece. All right.
And I would get on a moped, on a motorcycle, and they were like 125s, 150s motorcycles, whatever they were, and you'd go around town with them and on the islands.
Did you live in Greece?
No, but in the summer I would go there for like 4 months,
Oh,
and
wow.
so I'm coming around my cousin goes, "Don't touch my motorcycle." I'm like, "I'm not." That's like saying touch my motorcycle. So he's in the water. He's on the beach playing with some girl, whatever, hanging out. And I grabbed the bike. I went to go get ice creams. So I get the ice creams, and I come around the turn, and I hit gravel, and I lost the bike.
Oh, my God.
The bike goes flying, and I had a road rash, like on the side of my leg, all the way down.
Raspberry.
You're wearing shorts?
Yeah, I was wearing a bathing suit. I lost my bathing suit.
Wow.
I lost my bathing suit top, and I was like, the whole time I was like, oh my God, this is all I was doing. And I was on the floor, and they're like, get up, you're bleeding. I'm like, I don't care, buy my bathing suit. So the ice creams got all mushed. So,
Well, you know you're okay if you're talking about the ice creams.
right. So
Yeah.
I broke his tail light. It crushed it got broken when I went down. So I get back on the bike. I'm like, I'm okay, everybody. I get on the bike. I get to the motor.
You mean you get back on the bike?
You got to get back on the horse.
Ugh.
Get on the bike and get to the beach. Now I go sit on my towel like this, and now the stinging and the burning
Oh, yeah. Your whole skin's been ripped off. It's terrible.
is coming on, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he comes over and he goes, what are you doing? I go, nothing. He's like, what's the matter with you? I go, nothing. He goes, you didn't take the bike, did you? I go, no. And all of a sudden, he looks at me, and my hand was like raw because I went down on my hands. So both my hands were raw, and he goes, let me see your leg. And it was this big, like ripped. The skin was all.
Blood blister.
He picked me up, and he threw me in the ocean.
Why? Oh, because of the salt.
I don't think that's a good idea because you could probably get an infection and die for
That
doing
would
that.
hurt with the salt.
But it hurt like a son of a bitch. And I was like, he goes, where's my bike? And he goes out and he sees that. He goes, as long as you're all right, whatever. But, yeah, and then I learned from there I learned that you can't turn too low on
on
gravel.
gravel. I would never go down. My first boyfriend had a motorcycle, and I used to sit on the back of his bike, and I thought it was really fucking cool.
I know.
You know, because you'd be like,
Well, I went out with a
squeeze around.
biker for like 7 years.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The guy with the
That's it.
tattoos.
And every time I was on the back of that thing, I was like, I'm so stupid. I shouldn't be on this thing. But you do feel cool on a Harley, especially the vibration.
Oh, my God. Well, my old boyfriend had a Yamaha, which didn't
Like,
have
rev the engine again! Rev it!
I know, and your legs are all wrapped tight around them. It's like kind of sexy.
Yeah, kind of, but not really. And you had your leather jacket on. And then, that was good when I first started dating him. And then after a while, I was like, okay, I'm
It's
done
like
with
this
the bike.
hurts.
I'm done with the
getting
motorcycle.
off. Do you guys ever like the bad girls? You know how you sometimes want the guy in the motorcycle with the You ever like the bad girl or no?
You mean like a stripper?
No, like a bad girl. Like, you ever attracted to the bad girl? Or
If you mean stripper, yes.
Yeah.
stripper,
Yeah, of
whore-like, tattoos, bad, wants your money.
Now, you come from
No,
a
not
very
that.
normal family. Like, you have holidays together. You're a close-knit family.
Yeah.
Like Adam and his brother are close-knit. Is there
Yeah.
a sister involved or just two brothers?
A sister, yes.
Yep.
He has a sister.
Yeah. So,
Not you.
No,
You're-
Adam has a
yeah.
sister.
So it's my grandmother and my grandpa. My grandpa passed away when I was like 10, and it's my dad, my uncle, and they have 2 sisters.
Oh, so there's 4 of them.
Yep.
So they're all close.
Everyone's really close.
Holidays are all together. You
Yeah.
could tell Adam's like that. You could just tell by the way he puts all his friends in all his movies.
Yeah, that's true. You know what Richie Tinkin always says about Adam? He goes, I'll tell you something about Adam. He goes, he always brings everybody along with him. He brought all his friends along with him. That's what he always says.
It's a good impression, Patty.
It's not that good.
They're all close now. Wait till they have to apply for Medicaid. See how long that lasts.
No, they're close. I always admired that about him. I really wish I would have met him before he got famous. Not for any reason other than I would. I would have been famous now with him.
I used to watch him on Remote Control in about 1984.
Oh, my God. Remember
Oh, my God.
Remote Control?
It was like
I
the first time I ever saw him. He must have been like, he's close to my age, or maybe he was 19.
How old is he?
He's 52.
Yeah,
I
my
can't believe
age.
he's
Yeah, but see,
52
he
now.
did it. He started comedy way before me.
Do you
I
remember
started
He was a teenager.
I started
remember
comedy
Remote Control.
in 1990. When did he start comedy?
That was in the 80s, Remote Control.
Right. So he was already famous before
It was him and
He
Colin
started-
Quinn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Colin
Yeah.
Quinn.
I remember now.
He started in college.
Colin Quinn was
like,
getting
right-
married, who I never thought ever in his life would get married.
I can't, but she must be hot.
Can you believe he's getting married? And he's like 60. You met her? Is she sexy?
Yeah, she's
Oh, okay.
like young.
Is he gonna have a baby? Is he gonna have a baby? Is that why he's doing it?
Why is he? I can't believe he's getting married.
Him,
I always thought maybe
You
he
know
was.
what? It was either a woman or Todd Barry, because he was always hanging out with Todd Barry. Going,
I always thought maybe he was a little gay because he used to do in his act about being with transsexuals or transgenders.
That's full of shit. He's
Yeah, he
not
had a
gay.
bit about it.
He's
that
a
was-
very manly man.
He's a man. No, he's very cute. Very cute.
I
Colin.
got to tell you about Colin.
Go ahead.
We used to go, when I lived in the city and every night we did comedy, we would end up going to this place called the Blue Ribbon, very high-end sushi seafood place, and we'd get like
Yeah.
a $150 seafood tier.
That
so we'd
place
go.
is great.
You've been
What's
there
the name of it?
downtown? It's the Blue Ribbon.
Oh, it's still there.
It's still there, and it's chefs opened it for chefs, so you can go there.
I went to one on Lower East Side.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So you would go there at 3, 4 in the morning. You'd get like a real high end meal. So we used to go there all the time, and I would see Todd Barry and Colin, and I'd go up to Colin, and he'd go, "What are you doing here, Carabas?" I'm like, "What the hell are you doing here?" I go, "With that queer." I go, "What are you queering off?" He goes, "How can you afford this?" I go, "How can you afford?" Well, I knew how he could afford it. I go, "Is you paying for him?" So whatever. And then like a couple weeks later, like another month or two later, back again. We used to go all the time. Me, Lynn Coplitz, Debbie Pearlman.
You had a lot of money then.
Well, you'd work. I bartended. I would make
Oh yeah, that's right.
$400 on
And
a
it's
Monday
all
night.
cash. That's right.
all
And then you go
cash.
blow it. Yeah.
Yeah, I blew
Bartender
everything.
money. I know.
So we'd go eat. What was $100 to eat? Whatever. That's So then a couple months later, I see him there again. I'm like, "What are you following me, you animal?" He used to go there all the time with Todd Barry, and again with Todd Barry, I go, "Now I know you guys are dating."
Those two don't even seem like they would get along.
They went there all the time together.
They seem like an odd bedfellows.
Todd Barry
Go ahead.
and I did Amsterdam together.
He must have hit on you like crazy.
No,
Really?
no. It was me, Jim Norton, Todd Barry, Lisa Lampanelli, Rich Voss, Colin. What was
Oh
his
my
name?
God. Which one?
The black comedian with the Wally Collins.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Who else? Ted Alexandro, Andrew
How
Kennedy.
many fucking people did they send over there?
We were like, they picked us off from the Comedy Cellar. So we go there, and Todd Barry's there, and so prostitution's legal. So I would say to everybody, let's put in €5, everybody, and we'll get Todd a hooker. And nobody would do it. And I say, she'll knock on the door like she's a nurse, and she's like, "Can I come in?" And I was going to film it, but nobody wanted to do it. There was such whips. But anyway, we were in this big theater place, and each theater, like it had like 5 different theaters in the theater.
Yeah.
So you could go into like the Danger Zone, which was myself, Lisa Lampanelli, and Rich Voss.
What's a danger zone?
It was called the Danger
Oh,
Zone,
oh,
the
oh.
show.
Oh, okay.
Anything would be said in that room.
Oh, okay.
And then they put Todd Barry and Ted Alexandro together. But I remember they were like, their theater was right next to ours or whatever, their room. And he would come out and he's like, "I don't get it. They don't get it. They don't."
Who, Todd Barry?
Yeah, he was like crying every night because the Dutch don't get his humor. Like
It's very dry.
it's dry, but
He's clever.
he's funny, but they
He is
didn't get
funny.
it, so he was so twisted up he couldn't handle it.
Really?
Yeah, he couldn't
Because he
handle
was
it.
used to killing at the cellar.
Yeah.
Oh my God. How are we doing, Adam?
We're
How far
done.
in?
We're at like about an hour and 5 minutes.
Okay. All right. Do we have any other questions? Let's see. What is the ridiculous 6?
That's a me question, I'm guessing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, let's ask John first. John, what
yeah.
is the ridiculous 6?
A very different meaning than what Jared's is, I'm sure. So I don't know
Those
what that
6 hookers in. Go ahead. What is the? Okay, we'll
Yeah.
go to Jared. We'll throw to Jared.
It's this Western that I was in.
Oh,
okay.
Western.
Yeah, it's on
yeah.
Netflix.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Are you one of the 6?
No, I'm not one of the 6.
Oh, who are you? One of the.
I'm in this other gang. It's called we're called the Left Eye Boys. We all have patches. So
So now let me ask you: when your uncle does another movie, do you have the If that were my uncle, I would say, "Can you put me in a starring role? I want a starring role." Will he do that for you, or does he want you to get your chops on your own, or you want to get your chops?
I gotta earn it on my own.
You
So,
want to earn it on your own.
Yeah. So I mean, what he does is amazing. Like his movies are the shit. So, if something's there, I'll be like, yeah, of course, man. Like, obviously, I would love to be a part of it, but that's why I'm in New York on my own. I'm in L.A. doing my own thing.
Have you been in all of his movies since you started doing it?
I've been in not all of them. I've been in a few, like a good amount, but not.
Were you in Grown Ups?
I was in Grown Ups too. But yeah, like it's gotta work. Otherwise, like I don't really get forced into this shit.
And you don't want to take anything too soon. Like if you don't want it to suck.
Yeah, you want to.
Yeah.
You want to do it on your own. I get it.
When I
understand
started acting, I sucked. Like I sucked. But like that's the thing. It's I don't want opportunities before I'm ready. Yeah, and you know, like there are a lot of opportunities that I think I'm ready for, and then I'm
Clearly, you're not.
or I'm not, or some I am, and I'm like, just you know, you guys know how it is.
I do.
Like, yeah, so
I'm ready now. I probably wasn't ready back then.
I probably wasn't ready either. I didn't think I deserved it.
when
kinda
I
hated
started,
myself too
like
much.
when I started acting, like I was a year in or 2 years in, and I was like, you know, hey, why aren't I getting called in for like big auditions and big shit going on? And everybody was like, well, you're new. And I'm like, but I know, let's go. Like,
Right.
I'm here. I'm
You
ready.
Don't know, right? You don't
I'm
know.
ready to walk into the room and do great. And they're like, no, you're not. I'm like, who are you to say
Right.
my
I
skill?
got fantastic.
Yeah.
I am Jared.
It's a lot. Yeah. And it was like, wait, like, you're not being mean to me? You just don't. It was a weird.
Who got you your agent? Your father, your uncle, or you just did it yourself? How do you get an agent?
I mean, I found my own.
You
actually,
found your own as a kid,
actually,
though?
which was cool. Like, the agent and the people I'm with now, they found me, which was
Oh, that's better.
That's
Yeah.
how they have to. That's how you have to do it.
honest. Yeah,
You want them up your ass instead of
I
you
don't
up their
really.
ass.
I wasn't really concerned. I was more like concerned about getting better, and then that happened.
No, but I remember. I know exactly what he's saying because I remember coming into the comic strip. I was a comic for like maybe 3 years in Long Island, and I come walking in here and with like Franz Cassius, Ian Edwards, Gary
Who's
Cologne.
Franz Cassius?
He's a comedian, very funny guy. He's in L.A. We come walking in. I go, we're going to go to the city tonight. We're going to get on this comic strip. It's their open mic night. We walk in, and I go, who's in charge?
Carrie.
Lucian walks up, and I go, yeah, we're here for the open mic night. Can we? Where can we go up? We're from Long Island. We're comedians from Long Island. And he goes, oh, well, he grabs me like this with his arm over me, and he walked me around. At the time they had a rope
Oh yeah, the rope.
with the thing, and he walks me around the rope. I thought he was walking me in to be like, oh, sure. Come on in. You're going to be comedians from Long Island? Come on. That's what I thought was going to happen. He walks me around the rope and back out the front door.
That's a total Lucian move. I
And
love
then
it.
he goes to me, sign up is the first Tuesday of the month. You got to pick a number, and then you got to pick a number out of a hat, and then you get your audition
Because you thought
spot.
you were hot shit.
Wait. And then he walks back in, and all of a sudden I looked at everybody. I go, did he just walk me out? Did he just walk me out? And Franz was like, he's laughing on the floor. Ian was laughing. We were dying because we thought we were the shit, you know. And then
Yeah.
and you realize I'm an
You're not.
idiot.
But you still kind of have to think. You got to have the confidence still to do it.
I
Like,
guess, but I sucked back then, and I'm glad I didn't come back into the city.
I had a couple of big chances, and I sucked at all of them. The Carol Burnett show, they flew me out for that audition. I sucked so bad. I was so nervous. I couldn't even get my lines out. I was just like, and she just said, here, let me give you a hug. That was the most
oh my god.
sad. And then she hugged me, and I go, should I read the thing? She goes, it's okay. And then I did another thing for a movie because I'd done Jacob's Ladder, and they put me up for that other movie. And I was so nervous. I
was so
fucked
nervous.
it up. Both things.
My big fat Greek wedding, I could have blown that audition away because I was blowing it away in my bathroom. I would blow it away now because now I don't get nervous. I could give a shit.
Yeah, now
you
who
are.
gives a shit? I'm
I
old. I'm
sat-
going to die. Who cares?
I sat in the room with the camera was here. There was a guy right there, a producer there, another producer, Nia Vardalos and Rita Wilson, and I just couldn't get past the fake laughter that they were doing, and I was like,
Oh, it's.
I couldn't
It's
audition.
a whole nother world.
It
And
threw
you
me
choke.
off.
And they're
Yeah.
all staring at you to
And
get
it
their
was
arms
fake
crossed.
laughter. It was fake laughter. So I ate it, and my manager calls me, Rick calls me up and goes, I heard you choked really bad at the audition. I go, first time as Spicoli. Get me back in there. I could do it. Just get me back in there. I was fucked up. They fucked me up. There was too many people in there. I didn't know where to look. They were
The
laughing.
sun was in my eyes.
It was a fake laughter. You know when you're a comic, you know the difference between a real laugh and a...
It's very patronizing when they do the fake laugh. Insulting.
And then I go to them, listen, let's all go back to my bathroom because I got it nailed.
You
in the
said that to them?
Yes.
And did they laugh at that? They real
did
laugh at that?
They real laughed at. But you should have saw the personality and the character from that one line. But whatever.
It's
I
all
ate
right.
it really bad. But now I don't get nervous. Now I could care less. You could be the president or whoever.
Yeah, because you know what? They're all the same. I mean, nobody's like people.
I don't care anymore. You could be the president of Paramount Pictures. I don't care.
They're just a regular person underneath it all, Carrie Carabas.
Do you care about the crowd though when you go up
I
there?
don't care.
You know
Me
what?
too. It's so weird. And
Why don't you? If you're young, usually young people really care about the
I
crowd.
don't know. Do you care, John, when you...
No, and I've gotten better since. The less I care, the better I've gotten as a comic.
And
You're very funny.
When did when did you stop caring what they think?
I've been doing comedy 10.5 years, probably in the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Now I really don't care. I mean, I care. I want to do well, but
Yeah,
I'm like,
right.
But
whatever.
he's also very
Yeah.
funny, and he's also got the Minnie Mouse voice. So the crowd
This
loves
this
him.
isn't my real voice. This is strictly for stage and radio.
The crowd loves you.
You know when I care is when I'm doing one of those privates and they're all old, and then I'm shitting myself
No,
before
here's
I go on.
not that I care. Again, I don't care. I'm just looking at it as this is gonna suck because it's gonna be 70 fucking women with plastic surgery and Botox all over their faces.
White slacks.
And they're not laughing because they have no idea what I'm talking about because they've never worked a day in their fucking lives. They don't have to clean or cook or do any of that. They don't even raise their kids because they're that rich. Okay? So they're not going to relate to anything I have to say, and they're just going to go,
Well, you know what? I used to think when I would bomb that it was me. I know this is terrible to say, but now if I don't do well, I think it's them because
It is
I
them.
feel like I've been doing this long enough. I know what works. If it doesn't work, they suck, not me.
Exactly.
I don't know. It's a weird feeling because I want to do well every time. Everyone does.
Yeah.
But when I'm up there, I do have
You
that
have to
feeling.
lean back so I can see him.
Oh,
Sorry. Otherwise,
You got to lean in.
you got to lean in because I can't see you.
I'm taking it to me.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I care before I go on and thinking that okay, I think this is gonna work. And then I care after. I'm like, yeah, that was good, or that was. When I'm up there, I'm just kind of doing.
What
my
if you
shit.
don't do well? Do you think I suck or you think they suck?
Usually it's like I look at what I did. If it was an off night, sure, it could be an off night with a crowd or something. But usually I'm like, let me see what's going on because you're the one I'm the performer up there, so I got to know what the hell's going on.
But you know what's great? Like right now, you're how many years into?
Yeah.
Two is nothing.
It's nothing. So when you hit 5 years, you're going to look back at the stuff you're doing now and go, I can't believe I was doing that. And then when you're in 10 years, you're going to
Yeah.
be like, I can't
Even like last year, I look at the jokes and I'm like, really? Like, yeah. So I understand that.
What if I'm
used to
doing
bring
the same
potato
jokes I
chips.
was doing my first year?
I used to bring potato chips up, and I go, you mind if I eat?
Carrie,
And
you
then-
did not.
Yes, I did. And then I go, well, I don't care if you do, because girls from Brooklyn always get what they want. That was my opening line.
Tell about the toothbrush, Carrie. That was another good
Oh,
one.
I used to pull out a giant toothbrush, and I used to go, Arsenio Hall's toothbrush. It was like that big.
I used to do Madonna's underarm hair. I mean, come on, with like a wig. I was the fucking worst. It's embarrassing.
You have that on video.
But you'll do
I
it.
do have that on
you
video.
have it
I-
on YouTube.
Anything to get a laugh at first.
I know it really is that way. If you get a laugh, it's like you don't care, even if it doesn't. Nobody respects
Especially like me, I'm still finding like, all right, who am I up there? And it's like, you get a big laugh on something like that, and you're like, is this me now?
you.
Like,
Is that who I am?
Yeah.
So when-
Well, I'll tell you, I did an Andrew Dice Clay impression, not Andrea Nice Day. Okay.
Andrea, nice day.
Do
Was
you remember that? Was an impression? That was a character I used to do, and it was a female.
Andrea, nice day.
Yeah,
Carrie, I
and
never
I used
knew
to
you
put the
did that.
leather jacket on, and I used to kill with the nursery rhymes, like his nursery rhymes. But I would do mine for the women, and I would get this thunderous applause and screaming and banging on the table. People loved it. And I was like, the first time in my life I ever felt like that kind of power. And it was all because of Dice,
Yeah.
right? Because
Yeah.
I rode his coattails on that. And that made me understand how to get that.
Yeah. I know. You do what you can. Do we have any comments? Because I can't get to my comments. I don't know
we
why.
probably
I can't
don't because there's 2 people watching.
Anybody have anybody want to know anything about my Uncle Dave? No
I
one?
do want to know about your Uncle Dave.
I don't know anything about my Uncle
Kevin
Dave.
Powers is
Wait, you were one. Hi, Kevin Powers. You were one of 6 kids.
One of 6 kids.
And so that means no attention, or what happened?
No, there's a big. Everybody's much older than me.
Oh,
So
you were
I
the
was the
baby.
baby. I got a lot of attention.
Oh, you did?
Closest one to me is 9 years.
Oh my God.
So they're way older. My brother's like 65.
Oh, that's weird. So were you close with your brothers? And,
Yeah, we're all tight.
and
Yeah,
no.
we're all close. I have one sister and the rest brothers, and we're all very close.
So happy childhood? I'm not buying it.
I don't know. I mean,
Come
I should
I
have.
always try and find out the shitty childhood that makes people funny, and everybody goes, "I had the best childhood."
Yeah, I didn't have a bad
No,
childhood.
I had a good childhood. I think my problems are probably chemical. I don't think it has anything to do with my upbringing.
What do you have, anxiety?
I got everything.
Me too. I've got OCD, I got ADD, and I've got anxiety, and I used to have depression, bad. So, like
I got
all that
3
shit.
out of 4. I have no ADD.
Oh, okay.
I'm a little OCD. Definitely have depression.
What's your OCD about? Do you wash your hands a lot? Or
No,
you-
nothing compulsive like that. Like, I just need shit done and in order. Like, my apartment is immaculate. I still go to the gym. Like, everything's clean. My
So
clothes
you can
are
never
right.
Oh.
live. You can never live with me.
I can't live with anybody.
No,
I like my stuff, like the way,
Right,
like when
and
I
I-
go home, I
I dated a guy in L.A. and God forbid he goes to me one day. Where's the scissor? I'm like, I don't know where I put it. He goes, hold on a second. He goes, did you just say you don't know where you put it? I go, I don't know. I had it. Maybe I put it in the kitchen drawer. So I open the kitchen drawer. I go, here it is. And he goes, come here, bring it over here.
Oh, forget
He
it.
goes, he opens up his closet. You see that spot right there where you took it? He goes, that's a scissor spot.
Wow.
The scissor goes here. He goes, and when I need a
That's
scissor,
a lot.
I know the scissor is there, so the scissor has to be there.
I'm not that.
And that was the day I
I'm not that
realized
bad.
that asshole. What I wasn't gonna make it with that guy.
But what happens? So if it's not neat, or you miss the gym, you get all anxious.
It gets me. Yeah, I feel out of sorts.
Yeah, that's me.
Like, I lost the sock in the dryer. It sounds like an old bit, but I lost the sock, and I don't give a shit about the sock. But I needed to know, like, how can a sock get lost between here and there?
Oh my god!
Right.
So I was like,
I've lost underwear.
I had places to go, and I'm like, I guess I'm canceling plans for the night. Like,
See, it's so weird.
We're going on lockdown till that sock shows up. Like, this
That
it.
is weird, man.
Yeah, I need to know where it happens.
That's what you're never gonna have a girlfriend. You're never gonna have one with that attitude.
It's not like an
No,
attitude. It's like you can't stop it.
You can. You just go to her place. And then you
Yeah,
have
but-
fun.
You know what? I will have 2 pairs of socks.
But
then
then
you
if
go
you're at
there.
the girl's house, you have to leave, right? Because you probably can't sleep at somebody's house.
No, even when I had, even when I was in serious relationships back in the day, I very rarely slept there.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Because you need your own space.
That
the way
is
But
you
how
like.
good
worst.
does that feel going back to your own space?
What's
after?
that?
That must feel great.
Oh,
going
yeah,
back-
yeah.
Going back to
Listen,
your
that's
own
the
space.
worst when the guy leaves.
It's so insulting.
It's like,
But
yeah,
see,
I
they
got-
don't.
Thanks, gotta go.
It's like, okay, I did what I needed to do. Bye, Felicia. or whatever
Bye,
they fucking say.
Felicia.
Wait, are you OCD? Jared? I keep wanting to call you Josh. Jared?
I'm not that OCD.
What's your problems?
You're not depressed.
I'm doing okay. Yeah.
What are your deep-seated issues that we should know about? Carrie and I can fix things.
Sometimes, I will say sometimes I'm indecisive.
Indecisive? That's not a good one. What's really wrong with you?
No, like
There's got to be something.
What
Patty's not
can't
gonna
you
rest.
decide about?
Patty's not going to rest
I'm-
unless she finds out.
I
what's
got to
wrong
know
with
your
you.
shitty child. Well, you were
maybe,
fat. You were a fat kid.
fat, indecisive, and dyslexic. How about that?
Dyslexic.
Yeah, I'm dyslexic
Interesting.
too. I'm very badly dyslexic.
So did you think you were stupid, both of you, because you were dyslexic?
Yes.
I knew I was stupid.
Oh, interesting. Okay, that's good.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, but you went to college. You got through that.
I have a very I have a very close family.
You have a
everyone-
support system.
Yeah, but everybody's on top of each other.
What does
Like,
that mean?
Means like I talk to my dad probably twice a day.
Twice a day. Here, move
talk-
over. I can't see your
Talk
face.
to my sister like
Scooch over.
at least 3 times a day.
3 times a day?
talk
What are you
to-
shitting me?
Grandma once a day at least.
Oh my god.
Like, everybody's in everybody's business.
You're very enmeshed, as they say in therapy.
It's a lot. It's like
But you like that, right?
Do you talk to your mom?
yep, mom too. Same everybody. Like I like it. Of course I like it. Like it's cool.
I don't
but
know
like,
anybody who does
but
that.
also if they're watching this podcast, they go, "You're gonna say you like it, right?"
Yes,
And I'm-
exactly.
so there's a lot of that going on all the time.
Interesting.
You're like, hey,
I
we're
don't
going.
think they're watching the podcast.
I think they stopped watching
We have
about
one viewer.
20 minutes
We
ago.
don't get our viewers from it. We get our our
Lipson?
iTunes, our podcast on. That's where we get all
I
our
have a-
listeners.
On iTunes.
But I have a family like that of like, hey, we're eating at 7. Okay, I'm not going. Why aren't you going?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And it's like, I don't know, just don't feel like eating at 7. And they're like, well, you're gonna eat at 7 with us.
Wow.
And it's a lot of that
Let
going
me tell
on.
you, I cannot.
A lot of
That's
control.
a- that's a
It's a
good
lot of
quote.
lot of control.
I cannot.
have a control freak family too.
Really, I
Oh
can't.
my god, my whole life I've been controlled. I couldn't go
Or
to LA,
like-
I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that.
Yeah. Or they're like, where are you going? I'm like, I don't know, with my friend. Oh, who's the friend? And it's
Oh,
like,
that's yeah.
John.
Yeah, well, they
he's-
don't want you to become a heroin addict.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't blame them.
So, but they like try to categorize everything like, oh, here's a friend named John. Okay, is
What
he a
does he
friend or is
do?
he like a best friend? And it's like,
Are they?
was-
Was your mother a therapist? What's up with her?
I don't know. No,
Is your
it's
mother Jewish?
yes.
the whole family's Jewish.
Okay, so
Very
so
Jewish.
if there's some guilt, they guilt
There's
you
a
too.
lot of guilt.
The Jewish know how to
Complete-
guilt. My mother was the best at guilt too, but the Jews.
she's
know how to
Greek, your
guilt.
mother.
I know, but she
Complete
would still,
Jewish guilt. It's just like, yeah, that's how I never got grounded, never got any of that. It was just guilt.
See, I had the
Like-
opposite family. My mother just didn't give a fuck. Like, my mother worked constantly. My father worked, and then he would come home and drink till he fell asleep. And then my mother would just watch TV and eat food. And we'd be like, is there dinner? And she goes, yeah, there's bologna in the refrigerator. Like, that's the kind of,
Like my
like, nobody gave a shit. You just did whatever you wanted. We
my
were like
fami-
animals.
Yeah, my family.
We were like Wolverines.
we had dinner every night.
My family, like, if there's something going on, I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to go here or here. My dad will just, like, we're on the phone. This is what he says before he hangs up. He just goes, do what you think is right. And then hangs up.
That's good. That's a good one.
And, like, what?
Do what you think
Too
is
much
right
pressure.
without disappointing us, right?
Just whatever it means to you. Just do what you think is right. And it's like,
Ugh, it's too much pressure. Makes me feel
Yeah.
like I got to do the right thing.
I'm working it into the stand-up, but my grandma, same thing. I'm like, hey, do I need to get you anything for Mother's Day? She's like, just prove that you love me. And it's like, what are you?
Proving you love me. That's the worst thing anyone could say to me.
Oh my God! So what'd you get her?
I called her like 3 times. I got lunch with her.
Oh, that's nice. You gave her time.
I gave her time. But
Yeah, 'cause
again,
she
it's
doesn't
like,
need anything really.
but it's like, all right, like, you're really making me feel like,
Shitty.
yeah.
How'd you meet your girlfriend? How'd you meet her?
We actually met doing comedy.
She's a
You-
comic.
Wait, do you
Wait a minute.
introduce them to your parents, the girls?
Yeah, well,
There's one
it
girl.
depends. There's
In the past.
I'm seeing somebody right now. It's not like crazy serious, but we're having a lot of fun. And we met doing comedy.
Wait, she's a comic.
Yep.
She's a comic? I want to know who she is.
Her name is Molly Cornhole.
Yes. Molly Cornhole.
Who's the girl? Can we say who she is? Or you don't say?
I
Why
don't know.
maybe he
Her,
does.
her name's Tierney.
Tierney?
Yep.
Like Gene Tierney.
That's
a movie star. That is from the 40s, Gene Tierney.
Yeah,
Patty,
that's
stop with your
first-
old references.
First-
This is a young, happy kid.
Wait a minute. So her first name is Tierney or her last name is Tierney?
First name.
And what if you don't think she's funny?
I do think she's
Oh, you
funny,
do think
so
she's funny. Okay, because you couldn't
What
date
if
someone
she's
who's not funny.
Funnier than you.
That's fine. It's
All
not
right,
a.
good. That's good.
Yeah, that's
I don't
good.
care.
So Tierney, what?
Oh, here we
Patty,
go.
forget it. Leave
I'm just
him
trying to
alone.
find out who she
It's
is.
just no, she's great, and yeah,
She's here in New York or she's in LA?
in LA, and
That's why I don't know her.
yeah, I don't know.
How old? Younger, older?
She's older.
Older.
Well,
Adam
that's
likes
not gonna
that.
be-
Adam likes
that's
those
not
old
gonna be-
ones.
Yeah, that's
How
gonna
old?
be good with the fam.
That's
It's-
good. That's good.
yeah,
Older.
I don't know. It's
How
like,
old is she? 43.
Yeah, she's.
She actually got the Gene Tierney reference. That's how old she is.
Right.
How old is she?
She's 62. And,
Carrie, we have a shot.
yeah, and I don't know.
She in
I
her
talk-
30s?
I kind of talk about this like in my
In your
act
act?
too. Like
What's the joke?
it's just like I'm learning about love and I'm still figuring out what I'm doing. And like I talk about like getting out of the friend zone and new experiences and like just not knowing what the hell to do yet. And so I'm having fun. That's like what
Does she teach you stuff in bed? Like, is she good? But she teaches
Patty,
you
why
shit?
do you always have to go there?
I don't know why I always want to know about sex. Because she's
she's
older.
the-
Older women teach
How
you.
much
Am I
older?
correct,
Is she a
John?
lot older? Like
John,
10,
No,
Who's the
5
she's,
older
she's
women?
like 3 years
I'm
older.
50 years
Okay.
old. How old are the
That's
women
not
you
that
think I'm?
much older. Because
Yeah.
I'm 3
That's
years
the
older
problem.
than my husband.
That's the problem. Wait, John's 50. He would never date someone older. But when you were 20, you would.
Yes, he would.
Yeah, what options did I have? I was 20.
Okay,
Right.
but now that you're 50, 60 is too old.
Ugh, yeah.
60.
For anybody.
See, look at me. Look at it. He makes the face and squinches his
I-
nose.
For anybody, Patty.
Okay. Wow, so hurtful.
Patty, you wouldn't even date a 60-year-old. Let's be honest.
I would. I've
No,
dated.
you
I
wouldn't.
would date a
You
60. Well,
wouldn't.
I've
How
got a
old are you?
boyfriend.
Because you said you would try it off the Carol Burnett show.
I'm 61. That's
gonna
why
say,
I'm
'cause
taking
that's-
offense at you saying 60. And making your eyes squint like you smelled a disgusting turd in the room. So yes, I will take offense at that, John fucking Ziegler. You 50-year-old motherfucker. Okay, go right ahead. So she's how old is she?
No, but here's the thing.
Jared?
Yeah.
I wanna
What
call you
if your
Josh.
family doesn't approve of her and you really
I've
love
had,
her?
I've introduced like maybe 3
Oh, she has to be
girls to my
Jewish, I
family.
bet. She's got to be Jewish.
And it's when they don't. I don't know. It sucks when they don't like her.
What do they say?
My
We don't
mother
like
did
her?
that to me my whole entire life, by the way.
I don't know. It's.
What do they say? We don't like her.
They don't even need to say it. I get the feeling.
You could tell.
I can tell.
You know what my mother would say to me? I brought home this one guy who I thought was so cute. And my mother goes, too bad about his acne. And I go, what do you mean? She goes, I don't know. He's got acne. He's got scars. Acne. Maybe you could go to a doctor and get that fixed. She goes, a shame. He seems like a nice guy, but you're going to keep dating a guy with scars on his face?
Oh, my God.
Isn't that fucking mean in high school?
Yeah.
That's really mean, right?
It's. When's it ever comfortable with your introducing someone to family?
Never. My mother would never like any of my boyfriends, ever. One of my boyfriends gave her flowers for Easter, and he goes like this to her, and she goes like this.
What do you mean?
She just turned her head, and I go, I'm leaving!
That's so mean.
I'm going!
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
why? She goes, I didn't see him. I go, he went like this. Happy Easter, Mrs. Carabas. And she turned her, she went.
That's
Wow.
great.
That's terrible.
So I was almost going to leave Easter, and then she was like, no, because they didn't want me to leave, obviously, right?
Oh, then
But
they
she
have to
did
be
this
nice.
to me my whole life with all my boyfriends, and that's why I didn't get married till I was 40. 40 is when I got
Did
married.
they like Sam?
Well, they were at that point when I told her I met a
Oh, they
guy.
were just
she
happy.
didn't give a shit what he was,
Yeah.
what anything. Just marry anybody. This is for you, Jared, by the way.
Oh, my God. Did your mother like your girls? Did you bring them home to your mother? You probably didn't.
Not much. My parents, nobody in my family gives a shit what I do.
Really?
They really don't. My family don't care. Nobody's married. I'm Jewish. Nobody's married a Jewish person in my family.
Are the rest of the 5 kids, are they all married with kids and stuff?
My brother was married for about an hour, but he's getting married in like a month.
Okay.
Like a justice of the peace, he told me. He's just
Okay,
getting
good.
married.
Yeah. That's
And,
probably what I'm going to do.
Why, she has a pension?
She's got a good. Yeah, she's got a good job.
Yeah, exactly.
He's locking in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're all married. Everybody's
Very
married.
good.
All right.
Anyway, now we're wrapping it up,
Oh,
Patty.
wait,
'cause-
I want to. Can Adam? Can you tell a story? Because I just remembered the rub and tuck story with the old lady, please. The old Asian woman.
It's not really much of a story.
All right, you don't have to tell it if you
Tell
don't.
it.
Well, no.
But I was just thinking because we
What?
said
No,
rub
I
and
wanna
tuck
hear it
earlier,
now.
and we said Adam likes
When
older
did I-
it's
women.
not
told
rub and
that-
tuck. It's rub and tug.
Tug.
Oh, rub and
Tug.
tuck.
Tug.
Yeah, you don't.
Rub
right.
and
No,
tuck.
I-
Tuck it under your balls.
Are you talking about when I was getting what I thought was a legitimate massage?
Yes.
And
Yes.
I mean,
He thought he went to a place.
well, I
to get
think it was
a real
I think
massage.
it wasn't real. It was the massage was all right, but I mean,
How old was the woman? Explain.
she had to have been pushing 70.
And what she say to you?
She touched my junk
Area.
and was like, "Hey." She just basically was like,
Wait,
"You
do it
want?"
in front of the
She
camera
basically
so you
said-
see how you.
Basically said
She
like,
touched you.
"You want?"
She karate
Like,
chopped
do you
him?
want? And I
karate
was like,
chopped him.
I honestly laughed because I thought she was just fucking around. I thought it was like a joke.
And what happened?
I was like, no, thank you. Oh, thank you. But I still gave her like a kind of a big tip because I just felt like
You
I
felt
couldn't believe.
Sorry for her.
I just couldn't believe that was like on the menu.
And then you raced back the week later.
No, this was
One
not.
of the
This
younger
was
ones.
not.
Well, you know the real reason wasn't because she was 70. She had a little narrow Asian ass. You don't like that?
I dated an Asian woman. I had
You
a
did?
long-term relationship with an Asian.
Oh, you
girl.
must have been miserable
That was when I was younger. It was
before you
it
knew. Before you had the real deal,
came
Adam.
of age.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that's the whole story. It's not
All right.
really a
I love
story.
that
Anyway,
story.
I didn't know that I ever told that to you.
That's
You
a
told
great
that to me.
story.
A 70-year-old woman trying to give you a rub and tug. I'm sorry, tug.
Tug, not tuck. Pat.
Tuck.
I want to thank everybody for coming down tonight.
Boys.
But I want to stress this if you're listening
Please.
on iTunes. Please donate to our Patreon.
How much do we have this week?
$16 this month we get. Every month we get $16. But maybe somebody will donate something so we don't have to live
Hey, you
like
know
this.
what? You know who might donate?
Tired of bouncing checks.
Wait a minute. You know who might donate is Jared has some rich friends. Maybe Jared's doctor friends.
You have a doctor friend?
Somebody is a dentist.
Oh, the dental people in the family.
The dental
Oh, yeah,
people
we'll
have
have
money.
them
Maybe they'll
call to the
donate a
Patreon.
dollar. A dollar.
If we get 1 million people to donate $1, 1 million people.
We're set for
$1.
we're the fuck out of here, Carrie.
That's not
half
I
a
wouldn't
million.
No, I wouldn't be the fuck out of here.
You wouldn't?
No, not for half a million. What
All
was
right,
that
well.
going to do?
All right.
That'll keep me going for like a year. But here's the deal.
The gambling, Carrie.
Go to the Patreon,
Yes.
Chick Chat,
Chick Chat Comedy.
Patreon. Hold on, Patreon.com/Chick Chat and donate $1.
Well, I hope it won't go to the other Chick Chat people.
It's not going to go to the other. It'll
You'll see our picture?
Yeah, our pictures. Is
blue
there.
and pink.
Yeah, not the 4 black girls.
And not the girl with the kerchief on her head. Not her.
Okay, well, we have a Patreon because they have a show on TV, those black girls.
There's
now.
a chick chat with 4 black girls?
Yeah.
Ooh.
After us. It is a great show.
It's a
No.
great show.
I actually thought that's where I was going today.
You want to be with the
You're
black
so
women.
mean.
That is very hurtful.
Anyway, tell us where you're going to be this weekend.
I will be at Bay Street Theater in Sag Harbor with Bobby Collins Saturday night.
great.
Well, that's a
Saturday
good
night.
That's
show.
a great show.
Carrie, I don't
I'm
know
going
where
to be at Westbury. Get your tickets, you son of a bitches. Westbury Music Fair opening up for Vic DiMatteo. Myself and Marion Groden will be there. Friday night I have a show.
3 of you on the show.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And Friday night.
Great show. Go see Carrie's the fucking
Friday
funniest.
night I'm somewhere too. I don't know. Check my Facebook page. It's posted.
I bet it's the brokerage.
No, it's not. It's some John Butera gig.
Okay.
It's a fundraiser for this movie, The Streets.
He's like, oh, okay.
Cool.
Sure, we'll check that out.
I want to, yeah. The streets.
It's
The
called
streets
The
of-
Streets
Of Long Island?
of Amityville. I don't know. The Streets of Long Island. You know, it's just called The Streets. And it's a movie that some guy, Rocky Rivera, made, and he wants money for it. So he's doing a fundraiser. I didn't even see the movie, but whatever.
Jared, what do
Yeah.
we need to watch of yours?
I will be at Governor's Friday and Saturday night.
Oh, my goodness.
Yep. And then I'll be here at the comic strip on
Governor's
Sunday
in Levittown.
in Levittown.
And then
Okay.
Sunday you'll be here at the comic strip. Are
Yep.
you opening for someone? Are you a headliner now, or what's the deal?
I think I'm just doing some guest spots. Just, you know.
He's
getting up
working
for
his
some-
way up the ladder, Patty.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What do I? Oh,
He's
this
going to
shirt-
be at Governor's in Levittown. Make sure you go down and check it out, but not on Saturday because I'll be at the Westbury Music
And
Fair.
may I ask your favorite Adam Sandler film?
Oh, favorite Adam film. I don't know. Anger Management, Billy Madison. I
Billy
don't know.
Madison is kind of the best.
I liked my 50 First Dates.
Oh, with Drew Barrymore.
I
do-
love that he used Drew all the time because I love her. But
I do
the
love her.
50 First Dates was my favorite. And also the click where he shut his wife up. And he could
Oh,
rewind.
that
Where
one.
Christopher Walken was in
Where
that,
he
too.
rewinded.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Oh,
the
yeah,
devil,
yeah.
wasn't
Yeah,
he?
it
The
was something
devil.
like that.
He rewound.
It's a good
that
movie.
Was
That's
a funny
like
one,
a, kind
'cause
of a dark movie.
Yeah, it's a sicko.
Speaking of you know what else I really liked that was a weird movie for him to do because it isn't like his. What he does is Punch Drunk Love. I thought he was really good in that.
Excellent in that. It's a
I
good
love
movie.
that movie.
Okay, just so you know, you're an ADD. You never told us where you're going to be.
I don't know where I'm going to be. I don't have my book.
Okay, like us on Facebook, like us on iTunes, and leave us a review.
Jen, thank you for all the great reviews. She
Yeah,
keeps
Jen and Danielle.
Jen and Danielle, thank you, and Magaga,
And
thank you,
Brian Play-Dohs.
and Brian Play-Doh, who I think is trying to get on the show. Maybe when
He's
he
trying to
can.
bang you.
No, he's not. He's got
All
a
right.
beautiful girlfriend,
Oh, well.
wife. And
I have to
maybe
meet
he'll
her
get on the
because
show.
I don't buy that he even
No,
has a
no,
girlfriend.
trust me. Trust me. And they've both lost a ton
She's
of
a
weight.
blow-up doll.
No, she isn't. All right. Good night. Thank you.
Good night,
And
everybody.
Adam from the Rec Room, which he may be selling. It's sold. And then what's your new Rec Room thing?
It'll be Rec Room Media.
Rec Room
Coming
Media coming soon. Adam Hinneker.
Thank you, Comic Strip.
Thank you. Oh,
Thank you,
Comic
guys.
Strip Live. Thank you,
Jeannie.
Thank you,
And Tom.
Richie and,
And
Tommy
Richie.
and
And
fucking
everybody. Good
Thank
night,
you,
everybody.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
guys for
God.
coming.
Thank you, Lord.